from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll take the deep shot. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going long. Brings it down on the right side. Here he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down and still on his feet. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Hoosiers take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Green. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Running right, it's Durham. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. It's Preston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Takes the easy one to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 3rd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Running inside. It's Richard. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know your feet.
He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. Got his man in the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man in the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Another nice run to pick up a 1st down. They've been running it all drive long. They've got the defense on their heels. That last one now just puts them on the fringe of the red zone. And guys, we know this is an area of the field where it gets really hard to throw into. So why would you stop running the ball now if you're the offense?
Snatch it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
Got his man on the outside. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him! And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The run inside. It's Richard. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Right down the middle. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Right on the money, makes the grab in the end zone.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Harris. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. This time he's got his man. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go right back downfield. He's going to let it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time using the timeout with a 2nd left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 9 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's South Carolina with a breathtaking offensive performance today. Really, both teams delivered. How about combining for more than 100 points? A stat-stuffing day for each of those teams. And that's now...
Makes the grab and room to run. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will give them the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throwing right. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Caught on the left side by Wilson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown LSU! With that score, number one might be staggering.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
At the 40, there he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That's caught, it's Becker. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Got a man, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab in their space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Green. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Finds his man. It's Presley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. Bounced off his feet. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. A shot toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hoosiers right back at him.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Brown. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, and that's one of those hits he's going to feel the next day. Quarterbacks don't get hit in practice. They don't get an opportunity to show elite toughness. Right there he did. He hung in the pocket, knew he was going to get hit, still delivered the strike. Nice toughness from the QB.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. He might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds a man in the middle. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He wants to throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside. It's Durham. Makes it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for space. It's Berry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. LSU just trying to run out the final moments. In the red area, it's Berry. Got a little grass. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! The Tigers are back on top.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Beebe. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. To throw, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marks.